Okay, guys, last fan of the night. You say last fan of the night.
Last fan of the
You
night.
gotta say it like you're mocking me, though. It's last fan of the night.
Last fan of the night.
This is an SMC. What's the model on these? KB52? I can't remember. This is the 24 Garrett.
It's a Bayer Garrett.
What'd you say?
There's a steam locomotive that they used in South Africa called the Garrett.
I think I was thinking of Garrett from Community, but I think there's a fan collector called Garrett. I'm not sure. In any case, yeah, this is the 24 karat gold Laguna. Ironically, the canopies are plastic. The motor's 24 karat gold plated, and the blade arms are. They made a few different versions of these. There's cast, stamped, switch housing, no switch housing. This is stamped with no switch housing. You could get an integrated light for it, which I badly want, but I would even more want it for the metal bladed version than for the gold and wood version. I think these are really cool. My apologies to Pete and Rick, because this is definitely a metal fan and a plastic wick fan, but this is what Andy and I had a chance to do. You gonna do the test rig, Andy?
Sure.
Anything you want to say it? Yep. I never saw these until I started collecting. I did see Lagunas, just not the version without the switch housing and wood blades. I saw the metal bladed version with no switch housing. I saw the wood bladed version with switch housing.
It's a nice fan. I think I probably like the version with the switch housing a little better. That's just me.
I think if I had to rank them, I'd say switch housing, cast with no switch housing, and then this one. But they're all pretty high up there. So 0 to high, this would have been sold with a solid state control. Maybe a 5-speed control, but all the ones I've seen came with a solid state. So 0 to high. Do you think it's got a bit big inrush, small inrush?
I say a big inrush.
I'll say small.
Okay. Well, I guess we gotta have a baseline first, don't we? We don't have a baseline for the high speed current. Right?
That's the only way we know how to do it.
I guess we just gotta see what it drops to.
Yeah.
Here we go. Up to 0.6.
No, went up.
1.08.
You know what? I forgot that SMCs of this era often don't have an inrush, and this might very well be one of them.
Yeah, well, then
So we're both right.
You said no inrush, right?
I said small inrush, I thought. Yeah, this is the reverse inrush, where it started at 0.08 and went up to 0.09, but that's common for SMCs of this era, and I should have known that. SMC is one of those motors where, as long as you have the early ones, cast versus stamped doesn't really matter in terms of air movement. They both fly.
Right. So around 1.09 amps, 130 watts, 0.99 power factor. RPM. We say it's definitely over 200.
Yeah, I'll guess at 200, but...
Tachometer is confused. It just says 0.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay, there we go. 810. Okay, that's not right. 680.
That seems wrong.
Okay, 1035. Maybe I'm too close to it. Maybe that's what. Yeah, this does not want to give me a reading.
Okay, let me try. Although I'm not as good at this as Rick. I think he's kind of got it nailed. My battery's running low on it. That could be. I'm guessing that's what that means where it says battery. I don't know. I've never. Okay. 1025. That seems about right.
Yeah, so we've got a couple readings over 1,000 now.
which divided by 4 would be over 250 RPM.
1020. 1181. So we're gonna go with roughly in the 11 range, which is
She's flying.
yeah. Okay, well, spin down. So I may have to change the battery. Yeah, 275 is where we're getting just about.
No bearing issues on this one, so it's going to coast for a while. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. It decelerated pretty fast, but now it's kind of just hanging out at. All right, and she stopped.
That was a pretty fast spin down, honestly. Where do you think it's gonna start?
I'm gonna say 3.
I'm gonna say 6.
Okay. Two, 3. All right, I'm out. 4,
It budged.
5.
If 5 keeps going, then we're both wrong, but you still win because it's Price is Right rules. You can't go over.
I didn't realize that, but okay, I'll take
Oh,
that.
I said it once, but it was a long time ago. Okay, looks like 5 is the one.
Alright. There's 6. We're up to 0.3 amps. 7.34. 8.39. 9.43 and 10.47. Twelve. 5. 14. 0.57. 16. It's probably about what a factory low on a
Like a
modern
5-speed quickie control.
$18.69 and 20.74.
this is not a great candidate for capacitor-based control. Because even with like an 81220, which is pretty much the highest capacitor-based control, your medium-high is still pretty slow. So hopefully it's pretty quiet on the solid state so that it can be used in a solid state. What do you think?
I mean, I would think so, since they were intended to be used with solid states. I'm gonna say.
You'd be surprised at how many times fans are intended to be used with solid state and are still noisy with them. It happens more than you would think.
I'm gonna say bedroom quiet.
I will say, I'm gonna like to say silent. I'm gonna go out on a limb and hope.
Okay. Here we go. I gotta switch to solid state. There we go.
It's a bit of a pipe dream, but
We're starting at 0.39.
so far I don't hear anything.
I think I hear a little bit.
Personally, it still counts as silent.
Yeah, it's hard to tell
you-
if it's still hard to tell if it's not coming from the other fan.
Yeah, that Emerson is noisy. Personally, I still count it as silent if I can't hear, and the loudest medium-y speed if I can't hear it sitting down. That's just my preference. I think Rick and Pete have their own preferences.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting a little bit of hum there.
I still don't hear it, so I'm still okay with it.
Get up to half power there. And it's at this point where at least we're at this range, the chopping air starts to overtake the.
I'm almost okay calling it silent. Because this is the last video, we can do Alexa garage off. Should we listen?
Oh yeah, let's. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Alexa garage off.
Okay.
Alexa workbench off.
Okay.
Alexa garage fans off.
Okay.
Alexa garage fans off. Turn it back down. Let me see. All the way to like 0, basically. Okay, so there's a little bit of a hum.
The sound cut out there. Yeah.
There's a little bit of a hum, but it wasn't enough to notice. It's on the border. I would call it on the borderline between silent and bedroom quiet, because we had to turn everything off in order to hear it from a seated position, and we normally don't do that in videos, as you guys know. Okay, what have we done? We did 0 to high, we did the decade box, we did the solid state. We know these are very high on the Rick meter. We know they're very high on the metal meter.
I'm going to take it to full on solid state.
Where do they fall on the Andy meter? I know the Andy meter is normally cast iron. You like spinners though.
Yeah, these are pretty cool.
Cast iron, comma, spinners, comma, and 90s hunters, I think are the Andy.
And chunky 80s G events like Boston SMC.
That's true, although technically those also would fall into the cast iron category in most cases.
True. Yeah, I mean, yeah, these are cool. Again, I'd say I probably like the version with the switch housing a little better.
But again, I like this version a lot too. Okay, well we're out of time for today. There will be more videos soon. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Please support our sponsor at www.buyfanstick, B-U-Y fanstick, not buy as in goodbye, but buy as in purchase, fanstick.com.
I had to have that clarified for me.
Yes. And also fanstick.biz. Perhaps there will also be, I should get lightstick.biz. Lightstick, buy lightstick. I don't feel like lightstick buy lightstick is important because the slogan is buy fanstick. But I think we also need lightstick.biz.
Right.
So buy fanstick, buy lightstick. This video is sponsored by Fanstick. You have to do the Jim Kramer.
I'm asking those of you who are watching this video to buy Fanstick.
Thanks for watching. Okay, let me go and switch my shoes, and while you pack up your cameras, and then we can depart from this place, but never from fans.